The spoken word has been a means of communication for Homo sapiens for as long as we've been around. We had a mouth in the first place, to tongue, teeth, to communicate. A miracle? Oh, yeah, a miracle. And it has evolved like it has. So much possibility to communicate. Into the idea that this has been such a stimulation for our brains, just like our hands and the ability of our feet to move us about and to manipulate. So much potential for a human being, for humanity, for mankind. On our horizons, in our future, it is still unknown. We can project, visualize, but does that make it so? No, we know that. It's wishing. It is with effort that we become what we set out to be, or seeking more. We spread our curiosity, desire of innovation over a lifetime, finding an understanding of whom and what we are. Our basic foundation is a great starting place. It is beneath the words and the meanings. It isn't just being in oneself, being relaxed, at ease, paying attention to what's going on, and there's activity. Our lungs and brains are calling for air, the process of breathing, of respiration. And this is ongoing all the time. So sitting quietly and restfully, this is going to come up into your recognition because it's going on. Generating heat, energy, life. You feel a throbbing inside, your heart's pulsing, your heart's beating, the rhythm and the cadence of one's life. You feel this process as well. This is the basis of being alive. These two, breathing and pulsing. Everything else comes secondary to that. This is, in many ways, the primary thing that we do. Think about it. Meditate on it. There's a lot to be learned just with this concept. You don't need to go any further. Just thinking about these two, this whole process that we're talking about of being comfortable on one's foundation of life without the need for an explanation, thinking just of the very, very basics, breathing and pulsing. Then asking oneself, what is it that's going on here? And asking the 5 W's, which are what is going on, when, where, who, why, and the 1 H, how is this happening? Surmise what you come up with. Be open-minded about this, allowing yourself and accepting whatever view or views you may find, we might find, that we are open and maintaining a sense of neutrality, unbiased witness, an observer, curious, and full of life's vitality and positive of nature, remembering tools that we need to do our exploration. We're like miners. We need our hats, we need our lights, we need our gloves, we need our boots. We have tools we can utilize for our investigations. Doing this, and these basic tools of respiration, circulation, it doesn't get any more foundational than this. It is at the bottom. This is where we should begin. Knowing thyself. Coming to an conclusions and understanding whom we are. You're going to do it from your own perspective, and that's fine. I'm just saying have fun. Be open-minded. Look around, up and down, inside, every which way, and understand that as much as we know today, which is an incredible amount, considering we have a sense of the scope of creation, and we have a sense of the scope of the depth of being, going down into nanoparticles, quantums, these kinds of things, quarks, and all this. But we don't know everything. Part of what we have learned in the time of recorded history, the beginning of the Aquarian age, is that as much as we learn, there is always more to know. This is also for us. The macrocosm relates to the microcosm inside. Relaxed and calm, aware of your breath, aware of our pulse, aware of the tingling of the air as we breathe, as we pulse, as we feel the warmth of our bodies. Are you feeling the warmth of your body? Are you feeling the tingle in the air? The pressure, the subtlety, the potential of everything, right? The atmosphere is laden with energy. Some of this energy, oxygen, we use for our own breathing, which in turn is what? Creating energy to be distributed around your body, to your cells. This is perspective. We're widening our perspective, and you have tools to help you assume a state of receptivity, of being relaxed, calm, intuitive, open-mindedness is our middle names. Yearning, learning. Being comfortable, alert, tranquil, aware of our everything, our heat, our moisture, our sense of feeling, touch, gravity, pulling, feeling the encumbrance, the embrace of the atmosphere, of the air around us. So the message at the beginning is of verbalizing, vocalizing, and the art of communication, and our ascent through layers of knowledge, sophistication, complexity. We've reached this time. What is our potential going forward? It's what we visualize before ourselves. the energy of attention paid to the process of one's own personal evolution. We are all part of evolution. We may easily view it as if we are outside of it, and we can imagine and visualize that. Certainly an interesting thing to do, no harm to it. It's good to be open-minded. And yet we are part. We are in the process. Each of us has a role, larger or smaller, of course. Yet inside of each of us is a unique node of energy called whomever you are. And you and I, we are bundles of miracles. And in our widening view of creation and all things, the depths of being, are we humbled by the immensity of this creation and glad that we've been able to participate, have a part, become more wiser, more understanding, kind, helpful, and more that we can find, that we can plant in ourselves. This is a worthy goal for life. Namaste.